Hello, everyone. RPG Gaming Kid here, back with some more Final Fantasy 14. How are you all doing today? I'm doing all right, I suppose. A lot of stuff's going on. Wait, what? Oh, come on, I hit the button. There we are. Alrighty. But yeah, so a lot of stuff happened, obviously, in the world. I hope you all are all being safe and sound. So yeah, shit's fucked, as I like to say. So, but alrighty. Yeah, we actually did good in the last stream. I wouldn't say good. I guess all things considered, it took us a fucking long time to finally beat Titan, which I'm going to say this again. I'm not a huge fan of Titan's look in this game. I'm just being 100% honest with you. I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like Titan's had much better designs. He looks like Chichulin in from 12. If you guys remember, I think that was his name. Chichulin. He was the big green one. He was the green guy, the green summon. So, yeah, I wasn't really big, like, that's what he reminds me of. And, nothing wrong with it, but, you know, it'd still be nice if, yeah. I also need to find a fucking, I need to make it so I can, fix my own armor. Shit. Like, I know there's a way you can do that by someone else, but I know, like, there's a role or a class I could take to do that myself, which I might do. Once I get that, but yeah. But anyway, guys, as you all know, I live stream Wednesdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm currently, obviously, streaming Final Fantasy 14. We're fairly close to the end of the main game, I suppose you could say. Before, like, we get into Heaven's Sword, and there is a sale going on currently for all of Final Fantasy 14 and all of its expansions for, I believe it's only $25. That's a pretty good deal, and honestly, I might just do that. It sucks that I can't buy the expansions on their own, or maybe I can. I just didn't really look around that better. I'll see if the expansions are on sale on their own. Maybe I'll just buy it that way. Because, I mean, I don't want to buy the game again. I mean, I already have the game, but obviously that might be, like, the best way for me to get Stormblood and Shadowbringers, which I have some time. I have some time. It's not until the 15th, I believe, is when that sale goes down, or the 12th. It's one or the other. Either way, I still have a little more time. Plus, I am going to check it out most likely as soon as I am done streaming again, so that's good. What else? I release videos every single day at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, currently, or earlier or late and later, depending on the days, if it's the day I'm streaming. Oh shit! I just realized I need to fix something quickly before my 2 p.m. game. So hopefully I can wrap this up within 3 hours. But yeah, and I normally stream for 3 hours, so I'm like 10 to 1 or a little later, like I did last stream. But anyway, currently, guys, the first video already came out, which is 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I'm in love with that game. That game is probably going to end up being my game of the year. Spoiler alert. Actually, no. It has some really steep competition. I'll be honest. It has some steep competition in the game that is the 2 p.m. slot, which is a new LP, guys. And if you know me, you should figure out what it is. But I will let you know at the end of the stream because we'll be pretty close to it. I don't want to spoil what my new LP is, but those videos will be coming out at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time every single day, unless it's the day I'm streaming. They'll be coming out at 2 p.m. Alright, so we gotta go talk to our girlfriend here. All good things. And we have roughly around 60-some quests left, so if I do, like, the same amount of quests I did in the last stream and this stream, we could probably end the main campaign in the next stream, or maybe the stream after that. It all depends. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Andy. Why? Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. I don't understand why it has to be me. This game's so insane. So, one thing, guys, that I will talk to you about. Is I also got the closer here. Is yesterday I also got my Joker amiibo. Yes, I got my amiibo for Joker, which I'm actually super excited for. I still have not opened it from the box yet. For no particular reason, I will open it from the box at some point. It's just right now, it's like, yeah, I don't want to open it right now because I just don't want to. I hope, granted, when Strikers finally does come out, I would pick that up for the PS4. I wouldn't pick it up for anything else, so. But it'd be pretty cool if they had like a special thing with that. If you had the, I have that one registered, don't I? I don't think I have all the teleport stones things registered here, but I had that one registered. But then again, I won't know. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll keep going this way. But it'd be cool if it's like, hey, you have the Joker amiibo for Smash. It'd also do like a little special thing for the Switch version of Strikers. But again, like I said, I am gonna most likely get it for the PS4 whenever they decide to, talk about Strikers again. It's a fucking joke at this point. It's like, oh, it's never coming to the West. It's almost been a year since it's been out in. Now, granted, yes, I know, I'm giving them shit. I should be giving them the benefit of the doubt. It was like, there's been a worldwide pandemic going on, so I can't really, fault them too much for not really saying anything. But I wish they would flat out say, yeah, we were working on it, but with the pandemic going on, the development of it had slowed down. I wish they would at least say that. Give us something at least. Say like, yeah, the development had to slow down due to the pandemic. And I'd be like, good. Thank you for talking about it for once. Thank you for coming, Andy. One of your triumph reached me soon a while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there could be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Linza Laminza are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your reports to Admiral Bull forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Andy, this is Minthelia. Phone, please. It's Minthelia. Yostola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Erozia, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Yostola, oh my god, I can't say her name. Yostola emerged from Ogamora unscathed, while Tatoru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be waiting for your return at the Walking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Yeah! We both returned from that place unscathed. Except, of course, she didn't do jack shit. I love my girlfriend, but, like, come on. Come on. Like, I love my girlfriend, so, but at the same time, she's not gonna, like... Like, she didn't help me fight Titan. She literally showed up at the last minute. And watched the people, you know, watched, the baddies. So she got intel. I'm not faulting her for that, but, it'd still be nice if she was, like, you know... Huh. Something going on in here? Oh, fuck. The fuck happened here? This one is glad, walking when he's safe. What happened? You better not die on me.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Okay.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louis-Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more.
I'm not a big fan of what you're talking about there, lady.
Oh!
Advance no further.
Oh.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Ooh.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away.
This bitch.
Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough!
Oof.
We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Yowzas. Walking one Minfilia. Ask this one too. In case walking one return, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thunland, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Don't die, no. I will crush them all. They shall meet my wrath. Ugh. Sanctuary! Sanctuary! Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. Is there anything I could do to help? Anything at all? You only need to ask. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Curse my enemies, Father. Calm down. Call down divine vengeance upon those who butchered my friends. The wild roses are dead, Father, and I do not know what to do. Ah, roses. I see. You may speak freely here. You are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Yeah. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. I actually like this armor. I actually like the color of it too, but if I could change the color, I wouldn't mind that either. You may stay here as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and will gladly offer the same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquise, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father. Oh, Marquise. You look suspicious.
If you require assistance, pray speak with Marcus. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquis is a survivor of the Battle of Cartanua. Alas, his experience took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Like rivers in the desert. Marcus, I want you to look after Ande. Do you understand? Yes, father.
And rivers and dry land. You can't take it with you.
Excuse me, Andy. Do you have a moment? Concerns this broken aura log which we found in the pockets of the man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps I would tinker with the device, it would come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, they do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Point chisel, you say? A pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Those balls. I mean, yes, it should be significant payment. Nice doing business with you. Why do I feel like I paid for this way more than I needed to? Oh well. I'm actually curious what level I'll end up being at the end of the main story here. Probably level 450. I'm trying to think, is that the cap is level 50? And then Heaven Swords was 60 and Stormblood was 70. And then I think the level cap now is 80, right? I think I've asked that before, but I'm not 100% certain. Oh man, my legs are a little sore. Same with my arms. I worked out again today, so that's good. It's all good things. I didn't push myself like I did last time I went to the gym. I was hoping that I could at least try to do 100 reps or 100 lifting of the weights, but I could only get to 50, and I only had like 25-pound weights on each side, so it was like a total 50 plus whatever the bar is. So yeah, oh man, I really need to get my body back to where I was, where I used to be able to lift 45 on each side, so that's like 90. Granted, still not as much as a guy like me with the body type I have, I should be able to, bench at least like 100 something, right? You would think that, but like obviously that's the guy of my size, but I don't have the muscle mass for that yet. So, but I was able to bench 90, but now that's even a trifle matter for me to do. Same with running. I ran for a mile as well on a treadmill. I was used to be able to run for like 5 miles plus without like getting too tired, and now I'm like, I ran a mile and I was a little tired. So I just gotta work it back up again. Hopefully I can go every single day and do that and like keep repping, benching like 50, running a mile, and then maybe like every like 2 days I like go up a little bit. Maybe not so much with the weights, but like for a mile I can maybe go like a mile and a half for like a week or something. Like yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Like for a week, that's what I'll do, is I'll keep doing that for a week, and then the next week I'll do everything. I'll go up like maybe to a mile and a half. Maybe I'll go up to 30, like 60 on each side. I think I can do that. You brought the tools I requested. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But now, how do I do it? These hands, my hands, they move with a mind of their own, definitely manipulating the clockwork mechanism. There were no doubt of uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. But pardon me, Andy. This was a mistake. Please give the log to your sister Elend. The man who once owned it is certainly in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to the man. So I was like looking at like the little dialogue that was going on. Good morning to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I'm given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquis said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garling spy? It may behove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I know he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. I recognize you, Andy. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the walking stands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part may help you find closure. I think the one thing I'm still like failing to understand is the whole selling thing, like selling these unnecessary items, selling, you know, other stuff like weapons and weapons and armor and all that stuff. I think that's really the only thing that I don't fully understand about the game yet. Yeah, you don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've had a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the XIV they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. This is the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damn Imperials. Don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put those behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Hey, road, there's a carriage coming to haul the bodies to the Ilkyard, out by the gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I've mind to leave the reminder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you're worth. Some of them folks are starting to turn. No. No, not the fairy, dude. Why did that one take forever to get? Is it because of his size? Wait, shouldn't one of the bodies be a Garlenian? Because the Imperial person shot them, so bring out your dead. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss it to the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. I'll lend you a strong one. 4-in-1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Assholes. They have no decency. I think another thing I still haven't understand is that thing at the bottom right corner. Like, what the fuck? Like, with the dots? What the hell is all that stuff? Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Should be all of them, thanks for the help. Figure it won't take too long to lure all the coaches to the old god. Even so, you may want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Bring out your dead. Attack on bridge, Act 3. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesterville arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing for your comrades for burial. I had the hand in the initial rites, and I'd like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. I guess we could take some souls. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Although we can perform rites for most of the signs, there's one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to your people, the sylphs of the solstice. It is proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with sylphic traditions. I figured as such. I figured that would be the case. Oh. Wise, yeah, I can understand Avengers. It's not for everyone. I enjoyed it quite a bit, though. I freaking loved the story of it, and the more I kind of, like, played it, I kind of felt more in love with it. I totally understand why it's not for everyone, though. Like, even for me, it took me a while to, like, enjoy it. And I'm sorry I didn't see your comments earlier. I was a little busy, most likely. Yeah, like I said, I can totally understand why Avengers is that. I've never really thought of, like, I've never played those Wise games. They've had an interest. I've had a little interest in them from a little bit that I've seen of them, but I never really like dove in. I've never been like, oh hey, I want to like get to know this game. So, but I feel like if I'd done that, I probably would have, you know, I probably would enjoy it a bit. So. This one is surprised to see walking one in Little Solstice. How can these ones assist walking one? No, I need so, but this one does not understand.
Comuxio! This one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One! Awful news! Walking One has returned to Little Solstice. But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Norixia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once! So, not only Norixia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Norixia! Norixia went to Thalander at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Norixia at the end. Tell this one that Norixia was brave. Tell this one that Norixia did not suffer. I see. Yeah, again, that's probably something that I myself would probably want to like look more into just to see like what kind of game it is and such. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Norixia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. I will kill them all. Imperial Ones must pay! Imperial Ones must suffer! Imperial Ones must die! When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Norexia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. I love these little creatures. But holy crap, like, what was it 2 streams ago, right? When we first met these guys? When I was just keep doing this voice over and over again! The ones will pray! Walking Ones! Imperial Ones will suffer! Imperial Ones will die! Imperial Ones will perish under my wings! Like, don't get me wrong, I have a blast, doing that voice. Even though it really hurts my throat later on, it sucks! Actually, I wondered if did Justola get captured. Yeah, I won't blame ya. Yeah, I need to look at all the games that are sale. Like, I'm assuming you mean on sale for on the PlayStation Store, right? Because they have like that huge sale going on, like for like 20% off on select games, and I think there's like they have like different type of sales going on right now, and I need to like look at them all. As a matter of fact, that's probably how I'm gonna get the rest of the Final Fantasy 14 expansions here. I still need because I mentioned this before, but I'll mention this again. I believe it was like in August or July. Square Enix was like, hey, you can get Final Fantasy 14 and Heaven's Sword for free on the PlayStation Network, and I was like, fuck. Now I kind of don't have an excuse not to get this. So I got it, but I didn't start up until September-ish. And I was like, because, you know, I was scared on the whole MMO properties that this game has. And I was like, fuck, I don't know. So I picked it up, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in love with this game now. But obviously the 2 expansions, Stormblood and Shadowbringers, I don't have yet. And that's probably going to be the best way I can get them is with the sale going on right now. Because basically the sale is you can buy all of Final Fantasy 14 with all the expansions that are available so far for like, I believe it's $25. It's not that much, which is fantastic. So I probably will do that unless there is a way of getting the expansions on their own. And if they're for sale, if they're like on a sale. But I'll check that once the stream is done. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we inherited the remains scions to the lynch yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I will remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Yeah. Please take a rest and set aside your burns for now and then. I will never rest until my vengeance is fulfilled. I might as well get that. Cause there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. We got bills to pay, we got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free.
You know you can't slow down, you can't give up, though you know you wish you could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Eyes on me. I'm imagining it. I know I'm being watched. Difference is sinister. It is as if I am under observation. Feeling comes and goes, but I feel it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Okay. Man, there's so many of these side quests I need to, like, pick up, too. But again, I'm saving those for my actual, whenever I decide to be like, this is my, for sure, my second, class. I think for now I've been like focusing on, at least when I was doing this off screen, I've been focusing on the other, you know, just the trophies for this game. Because this game, I will say, I don't want to say it's an easy platinum, but it kind of is an easy platinum game. Once, you know, I could actually do it, but like, it's going to take a while. It's a time consuming one, that's for sure. Especially with like all the, like craft this is this kind of thing. Now you gotta do it 1,000 times. So like, yeah. Granted, there are like, you know, they're like, okay, so the cheapest things to craft is this thing because it costs the least amount of materials and the most easy to get materials and such and such and such. So you were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something in my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, for Illude must hear of this. Oh, Father, Illude must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forehead. That such a thing should have happened. On holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did she notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is the Garlenian steel, which means the man who was watching Marcus was. Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. Must summon the immortal flame before more Imperials come. Uh-oh. Hi. Is that the girl? Was that? Yeah, it's the girl.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Nope, never mind. It's the boy. I can't tell the difference sometimes.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the 7th Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I should have known! That guy looked like a Cid! He looked like a Cid.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid was the master of Biggs and Wedge, right?
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to
I
you.
remember from like that stream long and long ago.
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
I mentioned this in my last stream. I've been playing Catherine, although I haven't been playing it recently now because I got to the Rin ending.
Are you?
I got to the perfect Rin ending, so now I need to get to the normal one, then the bad one, and then get all the other endings that I haven't gotten yet, which is the bad Catherine with a K, and then all the Catherine... Oh, and the new Catherine with the K ending, and then all the Catherine with the C endings, so... Now, talk about a time-consuming game to platinum the Catherine games. Well, technically... Well, Catherine and Catherine Full Body. Those are time-consuming games to platinum.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the
Gesundheit.
Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell
Was
our
your
order at the
grandfather
Waking
the
Sands.
first guy
Word
who was
has
head of
already
Seven
spread
Dawns?
across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
Yeah. Well, with Catherine,
And lo,
because...
we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all.
when it comes to Catherine, because there's a trophy for seeing all of the endings. Now, granted, if you play it smart, you can make saves in, and this is what I did, because so for the new Rin, for the Rin route in Catherine Full Body, that's the only way you can get to the, I would assume, is you can get to a new day. You can get to another stage if you do that Rin route. And on that route, you'll get asked 3 questions. And you gotta answer all 3 of them correctly in order to get to the true ending. And if you miss one, at least if you missed one of them, then you'll get a good ending. So that's 2 endings right there. So if you make a save right before the last climb challenge, and you can answer the question that'll give you the true ending, then you have to reload that save, play this, answer the question that'll answer the question wrong, and then you'll get to the good ending. But then you have to play through the stage again. Now, granted, I believe if you gold the stages, you can skip them, if I remember correctly. So that makes it a little easier in my mind, if I'm right about that, and I think that is true. So that's with Full Body, and it's the same thing in Catherine as well, the original Catherine, where you could, if you make your good enough saves, you can get 3 endings. You can get the Catherine with the C ending, you can get the Catherine with the C bad ending, and you can get the good and true ending of Catherine with a K in one route if you did everything correctly. And then on the other route, it's the exact opposite. You can get the Catherine with a K bad ending and Catherine with the C good and perfect ending for that. And now in Catherine Full Body, there's a trophy for getting a gold trophy in or a gold rank in every single stage on both normal and remix. So you have to play every single stage 6 times. You have to play it on easy, on easy, easy, normal, hard normal, easy remix, normal remix, and a hard remix. So like that right there is just time consuming in general. And then of course there's the whole Rapunzel stages that you can do as the arcade game in the bar. That's super time consuming. And then there's a thing there's a thing that gets unlocked as you progress in the game called Babel, which is basically like a random generated puzzle platforms that you have to get to the top of. And there's 4 stages, and you gotta get to the top of all 4 of them. Now that's the most time-consuming one right there, is because like those are, since it's random, you can't just look up a guide. It's basically like, yeah, good luck type thing. So that's the unfortunate thing.
The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
So I'll be facing Garuda.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Really?
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And
that's
for
where Cid
that,
comes
we
in.
need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Yep, it forces you to get good at the game. Now, granted, I'm terrible at the game, but I can do somewhat good. Oh my God! Look at Cid. But yeah,
Come,
stage 1 and
let
2,
us
I think,
put
are
an end
fairly
to the
easy.
primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
Like, I was able to get, the end of the first stage is super easy because I think it has, like, the most generic blocks. It has, like, oh, blocks, like, it doesn't have anything too strenuous with the blocks. But then as the higher you get, then the little harder it gets. And plus, I think it's like, oh, like, the first one's like, oh, it's 100 steps. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. Then the next one, I think, is 200 or something like that. I don't know. But the steps get more and more and such, so. I haven't done the Babel stuff on full body yet, but on the PS3 version of it, I was able to conquer the first one.
They need my airship. They need me.
That's something I should plan on going back into the PS3 version of Catherine and get all the endings and get all of the... and I think in the Catherine PS3 version, there's a get a rank of gold on hard mode in each stage. So that one's not terrible. You don't need to get gold in every single stage. Or on every single stage on every single difficulty, so that's the good thing about that one, I suppose. But for whatever reason, on Catherine Full Body, they're like, yeah, no, fuck you. You have to get gold on every single stage, on every single difficulty key, both modern or both whatever the normal and on remix. And of course, they added another day
in a full body, which you can only get if you go through the Rin route. But the good news is, I guess once you unlock all the routes, you can just easily play them on your own. You don't need to like keep starting a new game on a different difficulty. So that's the good news too, is like you can just start, you can just do, oh, you can do the nightmare at this difficulty. So, and of course, there's trophies for all of those, or there's guides for every single stage to get like the best ranking out there. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest, I followed that for day 10, so. He who waited behind. What a curious twist of fate that Master Cid Garleon would at least be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Unde. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popularity in the wake of the calamity. Much like the Great Gabu Wall of Ulda, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Grindania towards Corythias. If true, the airship would have passed through the northern shroud, likely over Fallground Flowed, close summit to Corythas. Mayhaps the Serpent station there have records of events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has needs of you in the science. Pray look after yourself and Cid, Ande. Yeah, then another thing I need to do is I need to get back into Persona 5 just so I can get the vanilla ending, and I want to see the Valentine's Day and the White Day event with Futaba as her girlfriend. I need to get back into playing Doom because I need to play Doom Eternal. There's a lot. I actually think October would probably be a good time to do all that stuff, but then again, I have to like record videos too, so. So what I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garleon's ship, yes? I needed to refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Corythas. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vort Fought at Folto Spire. He was on duty that day and saw with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you look at the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garleon's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. I don't want to be involved in this stupid fate, but if it happens, I guess. Oh my god, it's the Regalia. Yeah, that's something I'm not probably looking forward to with the granted I'm not. How do I want to word this? When I play a video game, I do at some point would ideally like to platinum that game. But I can know sometimes that like, yeah, it could happen or it might not happen type thing. So. But that's for sure something I wouldn't mind doing at some point. But yeah, like there's a lot, like there's a list of games that's like, okay,
there's a list of games I had, and I mentioned this in my last stream too, or the stream prior, was if I just sit down and maybe focused on these games to platinum them, I probably could platinum them. No problem. But some of them are really time consuming. Like Avengers. Avengers is time consuming to platinum. Like that one's probably a hard one to platinum. LA Noire, hell, I could probably just platinum that right now. I just need to pick up a few collectible things and then I'm done. And now, like, I'm just looking at all these games that I have that I don't have the platinum for yet. That would be like, oh yeah. The Yakuza games would probably be easy to platinum, but I don't want to say they're time consuming, but they could be time consuming because of like the mini games that you have to like play and such. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years. Since before the great snows come to core, I thought, what exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. I guess that would be the best thing. I leveled up. Alright, let's just help with this. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cotonou, nigh of 5 years ago. I held the spire alone. That night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy on the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fascinating airship I've ever seen splits the sky overhead. Could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. The Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity. I'd wedge it still somewhere in Earthas. Hell. Leave me alone. The astrologies of the observation may have records which could help, but to attain them you would need to deal with the ill gods who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High House have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Delmond descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may design to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observation. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offhand. Yeah, I'm gonna need my checkbook for this. Oh, it was literally like not that far away from here. Wow, okay. there a way I can search? Spoken blood. Is there a way I can search for that? I can't really say for sure if this game is hard to platinum, but it is time consuming. I'd say that just by like looking at the list, it's like, okay, that's time consuming. And plus I think there's like a major thing that you can only do like it's time consuming, I'd say that. So, and there's like a what is it? There's like apparently like a dungeon type thing that you have to do correctly or something like that. So that would probably be hard to do as well. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durdera, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! Observed, as if we were permitted outside to pursue the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer success to strangers. Oh, they have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We've scratched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I've use of you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search for the wilds of the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durderon as mine. The unending war. I'll be ending up going to that dungeon at some point. I reckon they would have finished me off. Disciplined dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors are mistaken, but this confirmed the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are opening within this region. Very well, friend. Get up. You know another game I would really like to get back into, and it's another game that's probably going to be time-consuming as well to platinum? Death Stranding. I freaking loved that game. That game is fun as hell. It was my game of the year of 2019, and it's a hard thing to describe, so, but I loved it.
Must say I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. See, I may have been premature in my judgment, so. We are a proud people who hold of tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue the records. Pray proceed to the observation and introduce yourself to Edmo.
Yeah, and I totally see why people have mixed feelings about Death Stranding. And I totally get it too. But it's a game that I just ended up enjoying a lot. I was like, yeah, no, I freaking love this game. The gentleman... Are you... Yeah, you're a lady. The gentleman came in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Lozak be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Darwinian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Firmament up above. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I need to get back into the Dark Souls games as well. Dark Souls 3 is a game. Well, Dark Souls 2, there's a few things I wouldn't mind finishing up in there first before I get into Dark Souls 3. Those are time-consuming plats too, from what I've seen. Although Dark Souls 1 isn't too hard to platinum. This is more so of you having to get every boss souls twice, except for Sith. You have to get his soul 3 times. Go ahead, ask away. I will answer whatever question you want of me of Persona 5.
No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Where our records are found in our hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Holion's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion for a moment. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I didn't realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gulliman, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House Durian's knight from these heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in course 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little of the better. While I wish you best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows come quickly in Korthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grip on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by a blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation to divert from your course.
How did you feel about the original Persona 5? Because I'll be 100% honest. Yes. And as a matter of fact, Royal should honestly be on sale right now on the PlayStation Network. Or at least it was. So it should cost $60. But yes, it is definitely worth it. Because they have changed so much. They made a lot of things for the better. In Royal, your party members get Baton Pass right away, so you don't have to get to their first Confidant rank to get it. So you get Baton Pass right away with all your Confidants. Your gun reloads its bullets after every battle, so you don't have a set amount of... Oh, you'll only have a total of 12 bullets for the whole time you're in the dungeon type thing. Until you leave and come back. That's just two of like the things that like really made it so much better. And the new content alone is like fantastic. It's just beautiful.
was not where you ate at House Dirtian in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, sir. I cannot help but overhear a conversation with the chief astrologist. There may be a way I can assist you, but it will require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observation. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ulks at the vicinity. He would seek out this Australian and confirm that he is well. It would be a great comfort to me. Freaking killing myself doing that. Ugh. Wonder if I can get another level up before. Oh yeah, could definitely get another level up before the end of the stream. What a relief to see someone other than the goddamn Budman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ilsa were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide it in hopes that they might leave again before I freeze to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Donor cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. What a fucking asshole. Almost everyone in this game's an asshole. Nice, nice. Are you enjoying it so far? Because, like I said, Steins Gate is probably my favorite visual novel game. Although 13 Sentinels is quickly getting up there as well, so... Shoot, I just realized I still need to go grocery shopping. Yeah, I should have gone to the gym earlier. Although my gym hours changed because of the pandemic going on. So they open up at 7 every single day. Now granted, I could have gone at like 7:30, but I didn't go until 8, or I could have gone even earlier at like 7:15 or something. I didn't want to be there like right at 7, but if I went earlier, I probably could have done my grocery shopping before then. Cool. Where are you at right now, currently in Steins Gate? That'll be interesting to know. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your ship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have also aided your own cause. House Dirtian is quick to regard our sides with suspicion,
as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravian's aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observation room's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. Honestly, can't, like, one of you guys just look for it for me? Like, is it that hard? What I propose is that you petition Lord Pultitus for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durdian carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from other high houses. Right, let's kill myself again here. Ah, it's funny. It's funny. Ooh, the Jellyman reports. That's a good spot. You're going to be getting into some... You're going to get into the good stuff shortly. Like, more of the good stuff. Oh, it's quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. In relation to the other high houses, I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It's only fair that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? What level am I supposed to be at for these? 36? Wow, I'm like 6 levels higher than some of these, but that's fine. No, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long before a order bound for Skylift Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. At least you intend to perform only a curiosity search. Bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halionot, further employing the chances that they indulge your request for aid. I guess, yeah, fuck, another game that could be really high up on the list of my game of the year is also Ghost of Tsushima. Man, ooh, there's some good games this year. I'll be honest, I haven't even beaten 10 games yet. And I hope I can beat 10 games in the turn for me to do my top 10 games of the years. Granted, nothing in December is coming out that I'm really interested in, so I could probably spend a lot of time between now and then to do it, but still be nice, you know, to get some of these. Oh, fuck. Oh, good. I thought I had it done already, but no. I guess it all depends. Like, I'm a fan of the Resident Evil games, but I guess some of them wouldn't be really considered horror, would they? Although Resident Evil 7 I would consider that into a horror game. And Resident Evil 8 looks to be a horror game as well. Or Village. It's not called Resident Evil 8, it's called Resident Evil Village. Or whatever. It's Resident Evil 8. You guys emphasize the VII in Village. So, it's Resident Evil 8. That's a game I'm looking forward to as well in the next gen console. Although, I don't know if it's true. I heard that it's also coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, I don't know. It could be the case. Either way, I probably would pick it up on the new gen console when that game comes out, because ideally,
Well, again, it all depends, I suppose, on if God of War has their own console, which might be when I get my PS5, because right now the only game that's coming out for the PS5 that I'd be like, hell yeah, I'd want to get and the only game that's coming out for the PS5 that's only on the PS5 is the Demon Souls thing, so, and I can deal without getting Demon Souls right away. Although I would love to have the Miles Morales Spider-Man game on the PS5, but it's coming out for the 4, so I'm going to get it on the 4. Good times to share, or better yet, so much as this to show. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... Oh, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Frashel too. My son. Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nonetheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. What's the Ethan Never Dies trophy? I'm not sure. I probably did not get it, but, still. Fury, take me, a Draxon Rosary, in the possession of Lord Frastel. Perhaps this is not difficult to fathom. How Sahalman is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this man to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hallium and Era. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgalian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Okay. It was a DLC. Probably not then. Although I did get some DLC trophies, I did not get them all. But I did do that gameplay of like where you would get that Ethan Must Die trophy, which if I remember correctly, it's like you get dropped off at some point in the swamp area or whatever, and yes, look at something you have something to say, do you? See, Sir Calliant has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. Pete has not been seen in cause since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I'd sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. As it matters little what I say at this point. Though the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be the proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors. If they harbor even the slightest doubt, it will only add weight to the incense accusations our houses had suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for a deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. It's an airship. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. Shall I direct you to one of my better positions to assist you? Lord Hutchafrost of House Fromstitz commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be representing your need. Again, I freaking love this armor that I'm wearing. Oh, I should actually continue on. So there's a, someone I follow on Twitter retweeted an artist saying that they were going to do some Final Fantasy 14 commissions. And I'd honestly love to get my character commissioned. Although I don't want my character commissioned in this outfit. I'd probably want my character commissioned in like a, probably like in the first outfit he ever wore. So, or something along those lines. But yeah, that'd be cool to get that. Get it commissioned and then like maybe like have that be my icon and then like, you know, use it as part of the streams because that'd be nice. And of course, I freaking love artists. Of course, I have to make sure it's within my price range too of what I get. Like if I can get like a chest up, ideally I would like a full body, but if I can't get the full body, that's fine. It all depends. And of course, obviously, I totally understand. I understand artists' prices, but then it's like, well, I don't know if I'm able to pay for it type thing. Like I would never ever be like, oh, that's way too high of a price. I'd be like, that's a little too much for me. How much for this? Like, I'd obviously ask like, what's the full body? And be like, oh, this is the full body. Yeah, I know it's like, I know it's some weird thing with the, with that Ether Must Die thing is like some, it was like a, it's a, I can't explain it too much, but like, I totally get what it is. But no, yeah, I obviously haven't gotten that. I really need to go back and just play some of the DLC for that. I haven't really played too much. That's another game I can easily platinum. I think all I need to do is just beat it on Madhouse difficulty or whatever it is. I think that's the only thing I need to do. So it's not terrible. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome any brave and more brave souls like yourselves. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come here. I had a thing to give you. Is there any justice to this world? Those charged with receives no serious consideration. It's beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter of which you request assistance. What might that be? Yeah, I've heard it could be freaky on VR. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Korthos before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find an eyewitness of those events for while Ishgar did not participate in the Battle of Cthulhu, we were embroiled with our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my finds in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality at Cat Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fromstitz. So that's why I didn't have the feet on. Okay, that makes sense. Holy crap. I actually love this armor. Yeah, that's a good price. Like I'll be honest, I would gladly pay full price for Persona 5 Royal Blood. Like, if you can get it for cheap, you can. Oh yeah, and it probably will drop further too. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High House of Ishgard, House Formsteps included, are either unable to or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Leonine of mine own House Formsteps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also a caravan of House Harlian, who can be found on Skyfire Locks, though any information you pray from the scribes may provide difficult to face. Have you spoken to the chief archaeology of House Dorian yet? Really? Perhaps you will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Formsteps. Do not concern yourself with House Desmol. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Yeah, I know what you mean about, like, a lot of games to play. Why, look, it's, what's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one in House Formsteps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Franco. Some say the allegiance are long overdue, given how many members of House Hollands have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. I have to remember, like, what game I am most proud of that platinum. I agree. Wrath of the Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch is a good game. I played the PS4 version. I never had the PS3 version of it, so I'm trying to think if there was really any differences between the PS3 version and the PS4 version, because I watched someone do an LP of the PS3 version, and I'm trying to think if there is really much of a difference. And off the top of my head, there isn't. But it's a good game nonetheless. Oh man, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? Friend of Lord Houchefront. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House of Hallian into chaos. And now let's focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. A feral croc! I remember you from 12. That's another game I just need to sit down to platinum. My cousin platinumed that game, which I'm like, damn. Not that I'm like questioning his playstyles or stuff like that, but it's like, but it's still impressive. Considering that game's also another game that can be very I don't want to say time consuming, but it's definitely a while. You definitely need to like plan stuff out to platinum. I really have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Hatchaford's missive was possibly glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard its policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gulliver and Rising cults, countless heretics have been discovered, and even amongst the elite of Ishgard society. If Lord Hatchaford wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share his folly, then he is truly blind by the present state of affairs. Ah, I see, yeah. That makes sense. I guess I could say some of the ones I'm... What the fuck kind of chocobo is that? Oh, that's a chocobo wearing like a behemoth mask. By your constance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I, fear. It seems the whole of Corsas is consumed by the talks of heretics of the high houses. I can only hope that my source of Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I have another personal request to make of you. Concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Virgil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Devon horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such small force. With his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to Steel Vigil and see Lord Francel's party requires assistance. I can't get up there from this way, can I? Son of a bitch. Have to go the other way, the other way, the other way, other. Oh, what else? Oh god, there is a lot of side quests I can pick up on that. Closer, Andy. Now stay back. The fiend is still here. Ah, I see. And the beast's eyes from over yonder. And Lord Francois is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you.
Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming.
They probably did.
Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Haliad if we cannot even slay a single Aves? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Haliad will remember your kindness.
Get up.
It was a foolish thing to do, I know. But I'd hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of these scaleskin. Moreover, it was House Holian that yielded the steel vigil to that horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even low by their despicable accusations of heresy. Despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath.
What the fuck are you? One hole, I'll go.
What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Oh, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. Now news for you as well. Witness of the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Frasco at Skyfirst Locks not long ago. Upon learning this, the witness became understandably resistant to make you your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal of which these Inquisitors Guilliman has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to observe his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association yours. As I see it, the key to providing Lord Francois' innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you've yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Franco. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what we must do. Lieutenant Skyfell Locke can speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Cortez, so he may have some inkling of who can be responsible. Haven't heard of them. I'm not really like one of those guys that's like I seek out to platinum game. Like I don't seek out like easy platinum games, but I don't mind it if they come to my lap. Obviously, the Telltale games are the fucking one of the easiest games to platinum too.
So those are good games. They're good games too. I see. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not like, oh yeah, I like, that's not like, well, it is like the main goal. Okay, I'm trying to say this without sounding like a, I don't like, that is one of the factors like, oh, is this going to be an easy platinum? Yeah, sure, I'll play this game. But it's like, it also looks like a fun and easy game, or a fun game, and I'll also play the game. Yeah, selling tampering with shipments. Fairy struck me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Hallerton man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I'd say the boys what were bringing the shipments did it, though. I know most of them want work and trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them either, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Yeah? Could have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! It's a guardian knights and inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their clocks. Reckon that means the Poors are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should have questioned them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Front today. You might consider having a word with them. Brought to my knees when beaten down, when broken heart, you were with me. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we Pauls have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hollier's shipments? What nerve? If you truly believe what such nonsense, search our parcels to see what you find. I finished. If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the Knights of Westbrook Front concluded her inspections, I loaded the parcels in the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. So much you will to Lord Archfront, I will not be held accountable for this. Something happened outside. I thought I heard something. I heard a shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries. And every single parcel bound for Skyfall locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hollier's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed this hand. And praise Hollien that he did. Lord Frassel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. And I'll for sure get a level up in the next one. In the eyes of gods and men. Nope, I will not get a level up. For the very first I knew it could not have been that so many members of House Hollier's were heretics. At least we can give the lie of these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bragg. Tell her that House Front ask, nay, demands that Lord Frassel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded. Listen, my child. Lord Hashas would have the Inquisitors do what? That is not possible. Inquisitor Gerlin presides over Lord Frassel's trial at watch drops even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Frestel is indeed innocent, we shall walk to Halium's halls with the fallen heroes of Isgard. Uh-oh. Sir, the trial's already been going on. They have taken Lord Frashel to a witch drop. This is madness. The Inquisitors do not have significant grounds to subject him to that man of trial. I will not stand idle by and allow an innocent man to die. Andy, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to witch drop to forestall the proceedings until such a time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guilliman in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to help to keep Lord Frasco alive. Oh my god, excuse me. Yeah, Nier Automata, Dragon Quest 11. Those are two games I could easily just platinum right now if I just been like, yeah, let me platinum them. Matter of fact, I think the only thing I need to do in Dragon Quest is get 2 of my party members to level 99 and then I'm done. Dragon Quest 11 is also a fantastic game too, so that was my game of the year in 2018. As you see, Lord Frasco yet lives. Let's try to reason with the Inquisitors. But if his gods judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Jacqueline Carment Frasel de Hausment. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Isgard. So I ought to wish to say in your defense. Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow to the enemies of Isgard. It is for a holy and to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteousness shall take their place at Halium's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draconian forms and be put to the sword. In the name of the House Francis, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Alfred. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Fraswell are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such a time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Housebrand has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I should have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of the Inquisitors to commit heresy, crime for which there is but one punishment. Let's hold them until Lord House is roused, Andy. Remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. been able to finish reading that.
Oh, fuck. Guess I fucked it up somehow. Shit. So I can skip this. Ooh, that took a while. What do we have here? It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, have been orchestrated by enemies of House Halrian. Illustrate. They be used their followers to show discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. Fevered imaginations of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian Rosemary, then a knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the Wyvern. Heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This is a grave implication. Your claims would appear to have merited Lord Houchfort. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Frashel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of which first brought you to Carthos, Ande. Pray locate your earnest ship and use it. Lord Houchfort, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too low to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question their just sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halloran. Praise Holy, and you did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let's quit this place, Andy. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Hi. I think I'm going to change my equipment because I don't like that. You can't see my face. Was it all a dream? Will I never know? Foolish and blind to everything. Had I realized, had I thought it through. Guys, I'm like super excited for Final Fantasy 16. You have no idea. Like, that looks fantastic. And of course I'm excited for Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 whenever that will come out. I do not see that coming out next year, or I see it at the earliest 2022. Final Fantasy 16 could come out next year. It could. And it'd be the first rated M Final Fantasy game, so if it sticks as is. Look well, Andy. I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Franchel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Promptus and House Alarian shall never forget your services. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. A man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Did more quests even pop? Did even more quests pop up? How quickly the commander's opinions change. They say Lord Fressel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you're inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corsa several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky of the observations during the period. I recall that a small vessel came into the direction of Redania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest.
Garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. So then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Hauserfront is, from all indecision, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Saying that last located enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the Dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Dedun. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm butchering the names of these places, but can you blame me? I'll write a letter to Lord Drillimont of Whitebrim Front and request that he grants you permission to enter. I said I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that the business of Camp Dragonhold is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Andy. May Holian guide you. Definitely have to see how many quests I have completed once I'm done with the stream. And I still need to go grocery shopping. Shit. Wonderful to see you again, Eddie. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Holland. The chaos that followed the calamity of the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. And so you lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil. House Duridaria insisted has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmont. Nevertheless, I will write you a letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Craves who attempted to destroy House Holland have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. If this wall could talk.
Ugh. Get my level up here. And I died. I highly doubt anyone's gonna bring me back to life, so that was a mistake. Should have realized, like, as soon as it's like, oh, hey, there's a. Man, I was thinking of maybe also getting the amiibo for Hero. Dragon Quest, but I guess in the end I chose not to, obviously. Well, I wouldn't mind that. Oh yeah, I guess speaking of some things, hey, I released an update video of things to expect from the channel and such. Coming on my other channel, the Kingdom Kid channel, which I'll link to the channel is in the description below. And of course, guys, I also released a reaction video. It's been a long time since I've done any of those things. Shit, lost my train of thought. Fuck. Oh yeah, I did a reaction to Steve from Minecraft getting announced for Smash. So yeah, that's fun. You guys can check that out. My reaction to that video in my other channel as well. So yeah, I actually greatly appreciate that if you guys did. You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha! I dare say I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Household and Fragile. This is unlikely. Oh, you're serious? What to do, what to do.
The time could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your lads and show them to Sir Aldos. Yes, Sir Aldos can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storehouse on the opposite side of the yard. Hey, Cid's here. Okay, where the hell is this other person at? So it's storehouse, so it's like... Oh, in here. Sir Bernardin bids you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillman hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for a head Churigan Astanian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs to see how her letters to him? Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fromplans and Halderit? The documents such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordinox. You should know Lord Drillman's current whereabouts. This back and forth bullshit. What reason have you brought you into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillmont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. And is a whole lot of... does not hold adventures in high regards. You do at best state your intentions quickly and sincerely. He'll show proper respect and shall be returned in kind. Close permanent passage? Very well, speak. I've had it up to here with you assholes. Here you go. I wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scale skin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Yeah, the signs of the 7th dawn, Lord Drillmont. You know our name and know our deeds. We are come to court as to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To the end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Cid Garlord, who stands before you now. Master Garlord, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. This crucial moment in Ishgarian history as House Dormont marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil. Who should appear in white-bread front but 3 mysterious strangers? Cid Garlord, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 sounds of 7th dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I shall hope that House Durian would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the stone vigil, but I know that it cannot permit them to pass. Oh, you're just salty that I whooped your ass. You're just super fucking salty. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this moment is false. Fuck you. You 3 will not enter our house till we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durian purges the dragons from the stone vigil. Cannot afford to wait that long. Cid, Ande, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Durham's trust, understand? No, this guy's just salty that I kicked his motherfucking ass. You're the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs. I would travels fast in a wiper in front. Whether you still wish to change Lord Durham's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he'll sure to take notes. How you ask? That's easy. Save the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking of we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. That wouldn't be a quality meat, 'tis true, but it's be a damn sight better than nothing. If you don't mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy and draft him past? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. The music for these areas are pretty fucking sick. Ba ba la ba la la. Da ba 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 ba. Well, stop, will ya? Fucking huge. I'll be honest, I don't know what any of those things on my second bar does. I should honestly look them up and see what they do. That got disconnected somehow. Don't know what happened there. Alrighty, that took a while. No, we might. What in the fuck? I probably would join that stage if there was other people around, but there isn't, so no thank you. I wonder if I could get to level 45 before the end of the stream. We have 20 minutes left. Sorry, I have to charge my phone. It's that low percentage. Not that it really matters, but I'd much rather have my phone charged when I go grocery shopping. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Hey Rod, this should take only a moment. Just need to do this and Viola. Never seen a man cook steaks this fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. You there, lad. Don't think I don't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my choice with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Well, yes, I feel invigorated and refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble conducting a new reason to reform my sentry duty. I'd at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this God's forsaken waste. Is that fresh cooked steak? All His blessings be upon me, friend. Well, puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Never must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never ever receive proper sustenance. Our God sent, my friend. Too few appreciate that house dirty and must do more than its fair share for sake of Isgod. It was wonderful to see everyone have spirits. Amazing what good food can do, moral, eh? Oh, but I've forgotten about the hard work turns out the infirmary. So rarely do they need their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Cento? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to tend to her own. I wouldn't mind if I was able to do Garuda's dungeon, but we might hold off on that. Again, like I said, I need to fix something up with the 2 p.m. Video. Now that I think about it, so. Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Is that... Come think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. Suppose I want her to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Oh, Cid has the quest. Might I have a word with you, Andy? Concerns the Churgions. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that the lacks a significant albics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced almabic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are cores of 3 ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemic mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. Must sound ridiculous to you. Impossible even. Yet somehow I know it will work. Okay. Luckily I know where some of these ice spirits are at. I'll be honest, guys. I have done a complete 180 on this game. I was... No, okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't think that this... I knew this game would be awesome because it's a Final Fantasy game, and all Final Fantasy games are fantastic. But the fear I had with it... Granted, it's still there for, like, some of the stuff, but it's not as abundant as it was prior, so... But I'm happy that I'm able to play this game, that's all I can say, so... Alrighty. So my guess is I probably will not be able to... Yeah, it'll probably be next Saturday that I'll probably be able to wrap up the main scenario of 14 online, and then I can probably start Heavensward as well, so that'd be nice. We obtained the coins, so please show them to me. What an amazing device, but is it truly an Almidbic, sir? I've never seen this like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we can create, the lives we can save. And so I wonder, will the kindly stranger bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Get the fuck out of here. Their earnest efforts are but a means to it as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. Did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation profound by these unbelievers. I'm gonna kick his fucking ass. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interpreted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Don't worry, I'll kick his fucking ass in. Before we can persuade Lord Durin to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gilliman that we are not his enemies. Just how might we be about doing that? Know little less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthes. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your finds with Alphion in the square. I'm sure you can formulate a strategy from there. Make sure no one up here is someone I need to talk to. Inquisitor Gilliman? Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day we came to front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior of the darkness black as spit. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. I think it was a wayward traveler I carried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed where I had lain reoccupied from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gilliman rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Menacing aura. Inquisitor Gilliman? I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. You're all fucking assholes, you know that? I'm trying to save the goddamn world, and you're all like this. No wonder I'd probably become the Shadowbringer. Oh, so I proved the man's innocence, so fuck you. Under Inquisitor Gilliman's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. Oh, really? I'm sure he's all in the up and up, isn't he? They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such good, godly, righteous men to protect us. I smell bullshit. The Holy Seas has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halion's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. I smell bullshit when it comes to these guys. In case you have not noticed, my attire is ill-suited for this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Cid told me I've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regards. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you have obtained, Andy. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Galen's motivations. Yeah, he's unmasking heretics, even though there's probably bullshit behind them. He didn't do a proper investigation for that one dude. Seeing troubles, something troubles me about the Wounded Knight's account. He claims he felt chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwest gate. Since we arrived at Whitebird Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. However, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, or not south. It cannot be so. That way lies not but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolton is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on the mystery. Hello. Yes, I'm waiting for my health to come back.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking over some stuff on Twitter, and the Banjo-Kazooie amiibo looks pretty decent, but yeah, they had their thing. Like, so. Alright. This will probably end up being the last mission, and that's most so because of my fault, but oh well. God, why did you go for that one? Why did you go for the one that's furthest away? Yep. It's not, yep. Yeah, I should have figured as such. That's not the real Inquisitor. Found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense to see it. In the contents of the ink cell, I believe you have just made the acquisition of the real Inquisitor Guilliman. Nearly came too close as I murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a palpable appointed? Still, while this is inconceivable proof that the Inquisitor is an imposter, we've yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Ande, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. I think I can do this one. Yeah, let's do this one quickly and then I'll end the stream. Since Lord Drillman has already been turned against us, I fear that this insider alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. What might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? Cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. A certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claims. Yes, mayhap that is the only way for it left us. Confront Sir Jolta with the evidence you discovered and see if he helps us proclaim the truth of the night. As a matter of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you want to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you're so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Cid-Final. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. I will never speak against the man who saved my life. You. I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know none of it. Not at all. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I pray this day would come. When Sir Joel gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravion abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. Drew my sword and rushed to his side, starting to see the enemy. But when we came to the dark, it was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me and my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if he kept his confidence, Sir Jolton and I would be spared. But if it's fight him, everyone I love would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes mocked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Joel to the infirmary, and on his first night of the Woman front, Inquisitor Gullion was hailed as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillman, wanted to put an end to madness, but then I would. I remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, till Lord Francis was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in his chest hidden southern of Wiper in front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. So I hoped they were discovered and considered evidence of the conspiracy against House Hullion, thus exonerating Lord Francis and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And this is the entire truth, I swear. Hullion, forgive me for not acting sooner. Blood for blood, motherfucker! Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this apple and crystalline? Fury, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. This evidence to your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, and for that I deeply apologize. I permit you to enter Outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. I'm going to have to hold off on this one. As much as I would actually love to do this quest right now, I am going to hold off on it. And I'll do it in the next stream, guys. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this stream, whether you watch it live or archived here on YouTube. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and boy howdy, I can't wait to see how this all ends. So yeah, so thank you all for watching, guys. If you liked the video, thank you for watching this video, and yeah, so I'll see you guys next Wednesday for some more Final Fantasy 14. And of course, guys, you can watch 13 Sentinels come out at 11 a.m. And guys, the new LP, which if you guys know me, and if you guys listen to my, actually I think I mentioned it in my other, I think I mentioned it in my last stream, but here it is. The next LP that's going to be coming out in a few minutes at the start will be Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I am loving that game so much, and I hope you guys will enjoy the Let's Play. Alright, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for some more Final Fantasy 14. Bye.